This is Andrew Fossbender presenting a brief presentation regarding digital commerce. Digital commerce has become more and more important as time has gone by. The mom and pop shops that have been all over the United States are quickly disappearing. It seems that people who are now coming into money and who are able to spend money on things are much more likely to open their laptops or smartphones than take the time to drive to a store and walk into a building to buy their goods. It seems that in 1979, a gentleman named Michael Aldrich was the first person to really come up with the idea of online commerce, and I find it pretty funny that the first online transaction seems to be a couple of college kids selling marijuana to a couple of other college kids. But really the biggest story, and one that most will relate to, is Amazon.com. Everyone knows what Amazon.com is. It was started in about 1995, I believe, and it has grown to be a vast majority of online transactions now. These numbers do show a few of the highlights in regards to mostly United States statistics. A fun one to remember is that Amazon, which it shows about $142 billion in sales last year, also makes up about 45% of all online sales in the United States. This slide does go over a few of the things that I went on before, which is the change from the old style of buying merchandise versus the new style of buying merchandise. Brick and mortar shops, ever since online commerce has really struggled to keep up. There's less overhead, there are fewer issues, you can react faster to market trends, things like that, when you do run an online store. However, I do think that there is something to say about the ability and the comfort of people coming into a store and being able to feel, if you're looking for a shirt, feel the texture, see how it looks on you, which is why there is such a high rate of product return. It's simply just because people try something on, something that they would have never bought if they had been able to see it in person. One of the main concerns that almost all online consumers have is how their information is kept safe. Many can recall large corporations such as Target a few years ago that were subject to huge fines and huge loss of revenue due to hacking and people stealing their customers' information. It is imperative for online companies that are going to start online commerce to know how they're going to protect their customers' information. I very much enjoyed the transition into this slide. What's next for digital commerce? You're going to see this market continue to expand, mostly in the small business sector. I think that it's going to be due to websites and companies such as Weebly will allow small businesses to start offering online purchases. I think the next big wave, aside from small business, is also going to be the companies that are going to start to move towards making their websites compatible for smartphone use, which is right now a very small percentage, under 10% of online sales, but will increase as smartphones become more popular and more capable. I want to thank you all for watching the slide show. Have a great night. Thank you very much.